YeahNah, it's your girl Ellen Reeves, and I am so happy to be talking about what we're about to talk about today. We're talking about healthy living, and I like to call it Healthy Living Liberia. And just stay with us. I have two beautiful ladies right here, and we're about to go into some important health care information. How are you, first of all?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay. You both look fabulous, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you too.
Oh, thank you. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. I have with me Hijab Queen and her assistant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, let me start with you. How did you come up with the name Hijab Queen? And then after you tell us that, I'll also like you to share your original or your biological name also.
Okay. Thank you so much. I am Mamawah Lumeh, but widely known on social media as Hijab Queen. Of course, I am a Muslim.
Obviously.
So, so I love to be identified even without spoken to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you see my appearance, you will know definitely that yes, she is a Muslim because she wears veil. This is the hijab. And my real name is Mamawah Lumeh. I hail from the northwestern portion of West African nation Liberia, Grand Cape Mount County. In my village, or according to tradition, the name Mamawah originated from the mother of our mother, right? So I am the mother of our mother. So when you hear the name Mamawah, it means the big ma or the mother of our mother.
Okay.
And also that Mamawah name, it came from, that was a biblically or from the Quranic quotation, you will say Hawa.
Okay.
On the Christianity side, it's referred to as Eve.
Okay.
The first woman on earth, and she's the mother of our mother. So that's how that name came about.
Okay, and the hijab queen is just like a nickname because you're always covering.
Oh, of course, yeah, I'm always covering. Like I said, I like to be identified even without talking to. So when you see me, definitely you will know that. And you know, we got a perception that Muslim girls are not allowed to do certain things. Muslim girls are oppressed. So I just thought, well, what can I do to let the world know that even in Liberia, Liberian Muslim women are not oppressed. They are free to do whatsoever they want to do. So like, I said, let me just do something. I love sports. I love other things. I love doing things. So as soon as you see me, I always do them in my hijab. I swim
awesome.
in my hijab.
Wow.
In my hijab. So like everything. So as soon as you see me, you say, oh, she's a Muslim.
Okay, you're definitely the hijab queen. Like you do literally everything in the hijab. That is really wonderful. Okay, so I'll come to you. First of all, please introduce yourself.
Okay. I am Munnah, a registered nurse and also a co-founder of the Girls Excels Liberia. This health platform was formed by our CEO, and we have been working together for some years now. I'm a Christian, if you want to know that. We just very good to be here today.
Okay, wonderful. So I come back to you. You're a lady who, apart from wearing your beautiful hijabs, you also wear a lot of other hats. All centered around healthcare. Why did you decide to go in the field of nursing? Why did you decide to become a nurse?
Oh, that's a question that almost every other time I get asked the same question. So, first of all, becoming a nurse or choosing a nursing career, I feel like it was the best thing I have ever done in my life because I love humanitarian. I love caring and taking care of people. And of course, in nursing field, you provide care not only for the patient, but also for the patient reality. So before you become a nurse, you should be someone that is compassionate, that is loving, that is caring and humanitarian driven. So, and I also love making the difference. As I stated, people do believe that Muslim girls, once you wear the hijab, you are not allowed to do certain things. No, I love to make the difference. This is why, like, I'm not only into the hospital, but I also do community-based intervention, talk to people, educate people about their health, and just to make some difference in society, to tell the world that yes, not only the XYZ, the negative portion of Muslim girls, but also Muslim girls are making a different gradually to see how best we all can make Mama Liberia a healthy and wealthy place to live.
Okay, so that's wonderful. You are also a nurse and you are a co-founder to the Girls Excel Liberia.
Exactly.
How did you meet her?
Okay.
And how has working with her been so far?
Wow, that is so good. Thank you for that nice question. Like we met in school because we both came out of the walls of Stella Maris Polytechnic Metropolitan College of Health Sciences, where we studied and got our associate degree as nurses. And we went and sat in state board exams. But through our studies as nurses or student nurses, we have had good interpersonal relationship. Even when it comes to interreligious relationship that have been very, very mutual. We respect the background of one another. I being Christian, she being Muslim, we have had a mutual understanding. So when it comes to founding this organization, when she brought out the ideology, I said, yeah, that's a good thing. And we started to put it to work. And since then, there has been no misunderstandings. We always have things going the way we wanted to go.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful story.
Thank you very much.
So, Hijab Queen, how long has this organization been in existence?
The dream came about 2016, 2017. At that time, I was still pursuing my ASC degree at Munnah-RN. Upon my graduation, I thought it wise to bring it to life because I graduated 2019 from associate degree. Now I'm doing my postgraduate degree.
Okay.
I like to go further, right? I believe in moving forward, right? So I thought of it like I did health. I'm a registered nurse. What can I do to bring changes in my community? What can I do to bring changes in Liberia? So that thought of it. You see, a lot of girls, young girls, die from teenage pregnancy, from sexual in let's say STI, STD. So all of these things came to my mind. Why can I make the difference? Why can I do something that will impact my communities? So I thought of it, and I was like thinking, how can I what should I do? How can I bring the whole dream to life? So like we discussed with my colleague, and we brought out different things. And smartly, I was just like, why can't we say girls as Liberia?
Okay.
They said, oh, some of them were like, girls as so many, so girls. I said, no, it can be gender based, but we focus on women.
Okay.
Because when it comes to women health in this country, this is something that maybe I can say we're a little bit lacking, and we need to re-inform our people, especially wear our jacket, to see how best we can really put adolescent and young women back on track. This is how the whole Girls SL Dream came about 2019. Okay. And then kickstart 2020, we started taking some initiatives, start reaching out, doing some outreach to communities, start doing some intervention, community-based interventions. And then so far so good. We still kicking it, we still rolling.
Okay, awesome. So is it like a two women thing, like just two woman thing, you and her?
No, it's just not. The name Girls Excels, even though we are highlighting women and girls, but it's not only girls based.
Sure.
We talk to boys as well.
Okay.
Once in their prime, we go about talking to a lot of even men we involved in our program. But there are some other things that we do. Go on some campaigning. I remember the last World Diabetes Day, we went about testing both women and girls, even men as well. So men are also included on this platform.
All right, so this is because the men are always complaining that everything is just, they say gender based, but then people just center around women.
No,
so
and when they hear the names, sometimes they become like, wow, girls as a minister, so women will come to talk to know. Because our aim and objective, especially when it comes to reproductive health, when it comes to menstruation, we get to understand that most men don't know about menstruation. They live with their women, they live with their fiancé, they live with their girls' children. They don't know how to guide them through the process.
Okay.
So we, like they go World Menstrual Hygiene Day, we also talk to men, we talk to fathers, we talk to brothers. When we visit the school, we tell the boys, get around us. So we all can discuss this topic. It's not a taboo. Once you have sex, you must know about menstruation.
Sure.
So we included men in it also. So it's not just about girls and sex, like brother meaning that's also girls.
All right. So with a background in healthcare, and also how you also have a platform on Hot FM that educate the public on healthcare.
Mhm.
How has that experience been for you, especially during the pandemic?
Okay, it have been very, very rewarding
Okay.
because we are not just on the social media aspect. We have also reached to 100 to 1,000 of people with life-saving information. Because when we are on air, you know, Hot FM is one of the biggest radio stations in the country. So we have been doing a lot. It have been really, really rewarding because we are able to do some community-based intervention. Like I already stated, we reach out to community, we educate them. Even I can remember like 2019, before the whole COVID issue could arise in Liberia, before 2020 COVID issue came in Liberia, 2019, I do remember we did an intervention where we were going from community to community, educating young women, especially the first time baby mother, about breastfeeding, telling them that breast milk is important for the child. Like we visit 2 to 3 communities in Maserado. So we have really been working hard in there's a great impact because when we on a show also at Hot FM, we receive a lot of call that people appreciating us and they really need more of this in the country because we know that prevention is the key to everything. So they really, really appreciate it, and by the help of God, we're moving.
We move. All right. So I figure that you were with her on the show. How has it been for you personally, as it relates to the way you reach out to people and the feedback you get from the public?
Thank you very much. You know, looking at my background as a registered nurse and with the passion of the people, one thing we do, like on our health platform, Mamawah Lumeh health platform, on a Hot FM, what we do is that we host some of those interesting topics, those health-related topics like hypertension, diabetes. There are so many of them that I can't outline now. So one thing is, I feel so privileged. I feel so good sharing my knowledge with them, clearing out some of those doubts or myths relating to some of those health-related issues, sharing facts with them and helping them in getting the clear understanding as it relates to their health. And their health, one thing we remind them each day, see your health as a personal thing. That when it's affected at a certain moment, don't allow it to reach so chronic before you reach out to a facility. Whenever you see some of these things, signs and symptoms that we are discussing, because really on a platform, we don't talk about treatments because we don't want people self-medicating themselves.
Yeah.
True.
So reach out to them, and I feel so good just sharing out those information with them.
And the feedback from the public.
And the feedback from the public is somewhat kind of encouraging.
Okay.
Because when we get a calls during the show, we get to hear people clearing out their doubts, even some come in, and it feels very good that we are reaching out to them.
All right. So
yeah, and people really feel happy, like you are asking, especially due to this pandemic issue. I can remember 2020 we do a food distribution to almost like 5 disability centers in Liberia, Maserado County. And also we were able to distribute masks to students. We call it Student Mask Up campaign. We've been, since 2019, we've been celebrating Menstrual Hygiene Day in Liberia. Yeah. So through that, we distribute menstrual hygiene products and that of hygienic product for women. Like we carry tissues, chlorine, and other stuff. 2020, we couldn't go around the 2020 World Menstrual Hygiene Day. I do remember we did it in communities. And then we went to the prison compound. And then we went to the disability center to group of 77, the disabled women. We did it. But this year, Menstrual Hygiene Day, this 2021 Menstrual Hygiene Day, we celebrated it with students. We went on the various campus. We distributed almost 6 to 7 schools. We distributed hotels and other stuff to them. So we really been working hard. We've been working hard. Even the rape issue. I do remember the last rape protest we ever hosted. We were also there.
Okay.
We were also there. So we just been in a field. It's not because when we talk about birth cells, Liberia, we deal with reproductive health issues, and we also deal with women empowerment and other stuff. So we just angle around everything.
Okay, so you're also into activism and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. You mentioned a couple of events related to healthcare and health knowledge that you have like hosted and stuff. Are there other events that you've like hosted under the umbrella of your organization, Girls Excel Liberia? And if there are, can you name them? And
Yeah,
what?
like I said, on a Girls in Liberia, we host the World Menstrual Hygiene Day,
Okay.
which was very, very successful. We believe that it created a big change in the life of students because, like I told you, our aim, our focus point is the adolescent.
Okay.
Especially we noticed that most students drop out of schools when they see their period.
Okay.
Some drop out of some don't even want to go to school. So why, if you are taking your final exam, you will end up failing because you saw your period, you don't want to go to school. Apart from that, under the umbrella of Girls in Liberia, we also have the World Hepatitis Day. We invited some dieters, we sat together, it was on air and other stuff. We celebrate, we educate people about hepatitis because we gotta know that hepatitis is the fastest growing virus now in Liberia next to HIV. So we educate young people about the whole hepatitis issue. The Girls in Liberia were also able to create an awareness event on World Diabetes Day to also inform the public about diabetes and what are the necessary mechanisms you can do as a diabetic patient so that your sugar level can go too high and so that your sugar level can be too low. So we educated people about it and we also created free testing for them. So there are a lot of things that Girls, even when we were doing our rape issue, personally they call us, our organization, so we're fully aware and we're part and parcel of the whole issue, of the whole rape issue. And it was so good to the extent that when the government hear our cry, they call for an intervention at the ministerial complex where we have the whole rape convention. And then Girls will also have the opportunity to also give recommendation. So we also do give recommendation and we hope that the monitoring evaluation team are working properly to see how best we can at least minimize risks in this country, because to get rid of rape is something that very difficult, but at least we can minimize it in Liberia.
Okay, so let me just come to you, Abel, co-founder. She mentioned menstrual hygiene and all that. There has been this campaign going about wherein people are insisting that condoms be sold while menstrual pads be given for free. What's your take on that?
Yes, thank you very much. You know, when I saw that campaign on social media, I was somewhat impressed.
Okay.
Because you see, sex is something that you have a choice to either do and don't do. But with the issue of menstruation, we don't have a choice. Especially when you are in puberty, we don't have a choice. We don't choose when we want to menstruate, unless when a woman is pregnant, which is a natural condition. So for my take on the issue of condom being sold and sanitary pads being free, I fully support that. Because there are a lot of us women out there who cannot really afford to get those sanitary pads. Even in our modern times, people are still using some of the gloves.
Oh, sure.
So we want to change that. So we want government to really look at that condoms should be sold and sanitary pads should be given out to women and girls to enhance their menstrual activities.
Yeah, like to make it hygienic and healthy. All right, so you guys have a lot of projects going on, I can see, and through what you've said. How do you manage your time with the many projects that you have and that you undertake? How do you manage it that your time is, that you're effective enough?
Thank you very much. That's one good thing because, like I said, we came out of the associate program with this mindset and now we are on it. So what do? Is that we have this scheduled plan that whenever there is this activity to be carried out, we work within a time frame. We always set a time that will not interfere with our academic activities. So like if we have a project next week or a campaign next week, if we are in school or if we are out of school, we try to make it in a way that it does not interfere to affect us in any way. So we are kind of very much effective when it comes to time. We put in our all and just get it going.
All right. So you're a nurse. You're also you do the same thing and all that. How do you manage your time? How do you stay effective?
Okay, I would say everything just comes down to focus, right? We have to be focused when we're doing anything.
So everything people do, there are challenges that you go through. Obviously, we just can bypass that. Are there some challenges that your organization or your movement have faced, and or you're still facing major one, like a major challenge?
Oh yeah, we are facing challenges, but again, we can say we are grateful for where we begin and now to where we are. We are really grateful, but like YeahNah, it's not an easy task, especially when you want to get this thing done. I believe in creativity, moving from one place to another. I don't like to be stuck to one place every other day, right? So I believe in moving forward. Sometimes that work, especially I can remember 2020, our World Menstrual Hygiene program was really tedious because you got an organization where you self-funded and self-supporting, self-financing everything. So like it was really, 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 really challenging for us. But again, I told myself that we, as a human, you don't have to be afraid of failures because failures will come. But the way you handle your issue and work on and bounce back, anytime you fall 3 times, you bounce back 5 times.
Sure.
So that's how we've been moving with Girls. And we are also open to other organizations. We are also open to other humanitarian who want to work with Girls Sales Liberia. We are waiting to collaborate with them, and we are waiting to see how best we all can create a change in Liberia because everything's centered around how can you make a difference in this country.
Positively impact.
Positively, yeah, because we complain a lot. We sit on Facebook, we daydream, we want for Liberia to be like this, Liberia to be, but what are we doing? What are our own contribution to this great nation?
Sure.
So we're trying to create an avenue where we can see if people want to work with us, fine. We get an NGO or other people to collaborate to see how best we all can create a change. Because when you save a girl child life and educate that child to be in school tomorrow, there's a saying is when you educate a girl, you educate the whole nation. So when you save a girl in school and keep her in school and you make sure she know about her health, without passing through the door of pregnancy and finish high school and go to university, you are doing great for that girl. Okay. And that's the change we want to create. Awesome. We want to see almost every Liberian girl, she graduate from high school, even without having her first child.
Sure.
That's awesome. So we're trying to do that.
Yeah, wonderful. So we just take parting comment from you.
Okay. Before I give out one parting comment, I just want to add to some of the challenges we've had.
Okay.
Like if we are going to do a donation, like getting transported from one place to the other has been one of the challenges that we have had. Yes, but with the little effort that we made, with period that has helped. But transportation issue and even getting some of those things you want to give out to people, you had the dream, you had the vision, you want to share out, but some monetary issue comes into play. So that was one of it that I want to add. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I feel so good being here today, sharing our view on Girls Excel Liberia, some of those things we've done. And like I said, I want to do more. We want to do more for our girls, our women, even the men, want to include them. So it was a privilege being here, and I feel so honored as well. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hijab Queen.
Yeah, I love to be called Annie anyway. So thank you ever so much for giving me the opportunity to be here today to at least share my experience, talk about myself. I feel so privileged. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. And my door is always open. Anytime you want to see me, just a call and I will be there.
All right. So you're just a phone call away, and we'll definitely keep in touch. So before I let go of you, let's just say if you have to pick like 4 things to live a healthy life, what would they be?
I would choose exercise. You know the body need exercise.
Oh, sure. A
regular exercise keep a very stable body. And I would choose nutrition.
Oh, awesome.
Because without a balanced diet, a proper eating, you don't get the energy to do exercise.
Okay.
So I would also choose spirituality. Yes, I would choose spirit because everything we have to devote ourselves to God. No matter what, we have to concentrate and know what we are doing to live a healthy lifestyle. Then I will also choose what again? A peaceful mind.
Okay.
You know, our mental health is very important. The whole mind, the whole brain, we function with a powerhouse, which is the brain.
All right, those are wonderful things. And you mentioned nutrition. Yeah, so that is going to be our transition point to another guest we have here today, who I can't wait to interview. But before then, I want to say thank you very much, Girls Excel Liberia team. You're doing a great job, and kudos to you guys. Keep it up.
Thank you.
And I personally, as a female, I'm very proud of you. So, YeahNah, Ellen Reeves, please do not go anywhere. We're taking a short break, and when we come back, we're having a dietitian. Whoo! And trust me, there's something major cooking. Dietitian, meaning there must be food. So do not move an inch. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Hip hop forever.
Oh na 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 na.
Fibonic. Peaches. Your hip hop rap sis. We're looking at you frisky.
Me and my girls, we in control. Come around, we go kill show. We not here making teens lazy. See them bad girls, we might get busy. When my love you them, they want them when know how to be them. Say, walk balik, but not plenty talk. I know when to run and I know where to walk. Yeah. Big Jew, them know how to play. Yeah. Big Jew, them know where to play. Put respect on the name, you more. Put respect on the name, more. Put respect on the name, you more. Put respect on the name, more. Put respect on the name, you more. Put respect on the name, more. Put respect on the name, you more. Put respect on the name,
Put respect on the name, show interest in the game. Beat stars taking over, they're the pepper engine. And like it never be hailing because it's feeding the blaze. I put my passion inside blowing so breeze and shit. So the stars brighten, the light on the stage. Beat sis and fifth on the year to collaborate. Representing the hip hop from Genesis to date. We keep in the fame, deep in the game. We're not looking at Dangote, so we're maintaining the name. Yes, because if we finish with sinning a minute, we opening doors for children beginning. No competition is here, oh no condition we fear. I put my lighters in the air for all the ladies in here. And looking at you frisky.
Put respect on the name, you more. Put respect on the name, more. Put respect on the name, you more. Put respect on the name, more. Put respect on the name, you more. Put respect on the name, more. Put respect on the name, you more. Put respect on the name, more. Yeah. Big Jew, them know how to play. Yeah. Big Jew, them know where to play. When my love you them, they want them when know how to be them. Say, walk balik, but not plenty talk. I know when to run and I know where to walk. Yeah. Big Jew, them know how to play. Yeah. Big Jew, them know where to play.
We not know about y'all, but we know about us. That the only way we know how to sport. We not know about y'all, but we know about us. That the only way we know how to sport. We not know about y'all, but we know about us. That the only way we know how to sport. We not know about y'all, but we know about us. That the only way we know how to sport.
And I know about you, but I know about us. That the only way we know how to ball. And I know about you, but I know about us. That the only way we know how to ball. And I know about you, but I know about us. That the only way we know how to ball. And I know about you, but I know